Hi again and welcome back to section 3. So in the previous slide we dealt with circadian rhythms. So that was basically a 24-hour cycle of physical, mental and behavioural changes. Although your sleep cycle is part of your 24-hour circadian rhythm, it has to be looked at separately, hence the reason for separate slides. While you're asleep, your body and your mind cycle through two different kinds of sleep, non-REM and REM. That stands for rapid eye movement. There are 4 stages to each cycle. We typically go through 5 to 6 of these cycles a night. We don't know why, but early in the night a cycle lasts typically between 70 and 90 minutes. However, as the night goes on, cycles tend to get longer, possibly up to 90 to 120 minutes. There's lots of factors that can affect each cycle length. So for example, age, medication you might be on, stress, diet and alcohol can play a part. So let's go through the stages in order. Firstly, we have to remember the first 3 stages of sleep are non-REM, that is non-rapid eye movement. The only stage of rapid eye movement sleep is stage 4. So stage 1 is very short, typically 1 to 5 minutes long. It's the lightest sleep and it's when we're most easily woken up. Our heart rate and breathing start to slow down during this stage, even though it is a very short stage of sleep. Stage 2 is also classed as light sleep, typically again between 25 and 60 minutes long. Our heart rate, breathing and muscle activity all decrease during this stage. Eye movement ceases during this stage of sleep as well. This is the longest stage of sleep. Approximately we spend about 50% of our total sleeping time in stage 2. So a good note then to write down, to jot down: if you nap through the day, try and make it so it lasts no longer than 30 minutes. That ensures that we don't wake up within stages 3 and 4 of our sleep cycle. That's a bad stage to wake up. I'll explain why a little bit later on. So stage 3, typically around 20 to 40 minutes. This is actually the start of deep sleep. Our heart rate, breathing and blood pressure are all at our lowest levels during this stage of sleep. Our muscles are actually completely relaxed and we can't easily be woken up. In fact, during some tests, people have actually slept through 100 decibels during stage 3. That's equivalent to a lawnmower being beside you. We wake during stage 3 and something called sleep inertia can kick in. That's where we wake up feeling groggy, disorientated, grumpy and we can't concentrate. This can last up to an hour, so it's not a good stage of sleep to be woken up in. Stage 4 is the only part of sleep where it's classed as REM, rapid eye movement. Typically it lasts between 10 and 60 minutes long. Our brain activity peaks during this time, almost to the same level as a person who's awake. Our heart rate, breathing and blood pressure, they all start to rapidly increase during this stage of sleep. And our eyes start to move erratically, hence the term rapid eye movement sleep, REM. This is typically when dreams occur as well, and our bodies and limbs actually become temporarily paralysed during this stage. And people believe this stops us physically acting out our dreams, so it stops us kicking out and punching out while we're dreaming. Stage 4 is also heavily associated with memory consolidation from the day's activities. So there are lots of reasons why both our circadian rhythms and our sleep cycles might be disrupted. However, as we go through the course, we learn how to stop this happening. This ensures that these are both in sync with each other and that they run naturally. So hopefully that explains the difference between circadian rhythms and sleep cycles and how they interact with each other and how important they are to a good night's sleep. The next slide we're going to deal with how much sleep do we actually need, and there might be a few surprises there for you. So as always, in conjunction with these slides, use your workbook and work through them together. I'll catch you on the next slide. Bye bye for now.